This, my friends, is a game trail. It's where the fucking deers make their way throughout the land. And I gotta tell you, it basically is my feed trail. Because you know what I mean? You see the footprints? These deer. This is where they sleep. This is why I ended by killing them. I slaughter them. Look at all this shit. This is where they think they're safe from me, but they're not. They think a little bit of dirt and water would scare a beast of my statue off. Let me tell you something. I'm one of the worst predators a fucking deer can have. I mean, I'm literally one of the worst predators a fucking deer can have. A deer has me as a predator, they might as well just go purchase a big fucking box, because that's what they're going to be put in. They're going to be made into fucking sausage like you've never been put on before. Here I am in the Andrak Mountains again. As you can see, and the type of foliage that you have in the Andrak Mountains is a very rare form of capacitrus and bark. And the tree to bark ratio on these trees, I mean, you can see it's damp here and everything. The tree to bark ratio on these trees are very high. Very high. But the capacitrus is going to lead me to believe that this area has over 200 to 300 dozen big elks, galactic forces. And like I said, a little water doesn't scare me any. It's very thickly uprooted, still on the feed trail, not the gaming trail, the feed trail, because it's my feed trail. By the way, that catapult 6-8 launches to the left of us to suspects arise, maybe 10 to 12 knots. The wind blows this way and it blows that way. They shoot that way because they sense the animalness that I'm coming after them. They sense it and they run that way. And you probably think, well, why am I going this way? It's because I'm canniballing them. I'm funneling them in. I know where they're going. I know where they can't go. And where they can't go is where I'm going to be coming in at the entrance point. And when they go that way, I'll be there waiting. I'll be there fucking waiting. So, these deers have they've made their last bed. They're mine. They're all mine. In fact, the casualties that I surmise that we'll have probably, look over here. This is a nice patch. For the young foliages. The young foliages didn't know. It's over. They can no longer have a patch here. And a lot of these young foliages will have a patch in water like this to think that the disdained movement, that they could sustain a movement in water. I would throw them off my scent. But let me tell you something. I've never in my life lost the scent of a fucking deer. It's impossible. I've been tracking deer for 36 years. 36 fucking years. I'm going to tell you something. Never lost a scent. Oh my God. Would you look at this? The Bicular Point. What a Bicular Point is, it's an open area in the woods, outlined by a ferocious amount of trees on each side. But the problem with the Bicular Point is, it's open area. And it's like a trap that these deer set up. You see the little fucking foliage point right there? That's a foliage point right there. That's a foliage point. The deers actually make that foliage point. They make it in the shape of an antler. You see it? It's a foliage point made in the shape of a fucking antler. They're trying to throw me off by scent, but it's not going to throw me off by scent. There's no fucking way they can throw me off by scent. It's a foliage point in the shape of an antler, and it didn't fucking work. I'm in the foliage point, the bicular point, right here. The deer are watching me. Not only am I watching them, they're watching me now. I got to be very diligent in my approach to them. Very diligent in my approach to them. All right. Any deer that was watching me, scatter that way. Bicular Point. I see some roughage over here. This is one of the biggest Bicular Points I've ever come across, to be honest with you. You don't see this Bicular Point's probably about 300 to 400 square foot. It's a big Bicular Point. Usually they're anywhere from about 80 to 90. This is 300. But one thing about a Bicular Point is, upon entering a Bicular Point, you want to go southern, which actually is the same trajectory I've been going to funnel them out. So my tracking, as always, I didn't suspect anything would be different, is leading me to believe they're going to pop out right where I come in. And from geographics and everything else and geography standpoints, I'm right, because when you leave a Bicular Point, you want to leave the southern tip. And that's what I plan on doing.